Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello, people, and welcome to Footy Judge Mo. I think this is going to break the market. This is going to I think what is going on at the current moment with Viktor Gyokeres now being favored by Chelsea and Sesko being favored by Arteta and Arsenal is actually going to shift the market a little bit, because we all were here sitting and saying that Viktor Gyokeres is destined to go to Arsenal. Now, Chelsea have wrapped up the deal for Liam Delap after he rejected Man United and chose to join Champions League Chelsea. Now, we said, and we all said, that people have to be worried about Chelsea. We all said that. Right? That Viktor Gyokeres is not wrapped for Arsenal if Chelsea make Champions League, because they're going to move mad. We'll talk about this as well. We'll talk about Bruno Fernandes deal to leave Manchester United to go to Saudi Arabia. It's a massive and a mega offer for Luis Diaz from Saudi Arabia. Who's going to be the replacement? There are the news. The Arsenal are targeting Sesko, and now he is favored by Mikel Arteta. Even though we said it's Berta's reign, Berta's doing this, Berta's doing that, but it's Sesko. They look like they are going full on for Sesko. There is the links for Rodrigo. There are the links for Leroy Sané. Imagine if Arsenal signed Leroy Sané and Sesko instead of Rodrigo and Viktor Gyokeres. We'll talk about that. But before we go on, big up everyone that joined us now. Hit the like button on your way in. The like button helps the channel massively. We have 300 people in the house. So like the video. Let's get at least to 200 likes in the next 5 minutes. The like button is underneath your live chat. Let me know, guys, what you think in the chat. Is this the first sign that Arteta is still in power? It is not Berta, and Chelsea are moving mad. We'll talk about them. Hit that like button, people. We can, again, I'm not screaming. This is just, I'm going to repeat this for once. This is just me talking on YouTube. I am an emotional guy. I am someone who talks with passion about everything. So that is just me. You know what I mean? That is just me. You know what I mean? That is just me. You know, I can lower my mic. You can lower the volume of your PC, but that is the reality. But listen, I want to start. Okay, let's start with something, and then we'll go to Chelsea and Arsenal and the war that is going. I'm actually want to start with the news about Luis Diaz. Luis Diaz has become the latest target for Al Nasser, monitoring his situation. Diaz has 2 years in his contract. There has been no move by the club to broker an extension. In my opinion, if Liverpool are able to sell Diaz, that actually will trigger another chain reaction in the market. Because if they get the money that they are offering in Saudi Arabia, if they get the money that is about like 400k or something, 80 million pounds, I think that is gonna be a market shift, because Liverpool are gonna have the money and they're gonna go for better players in the market. Now Liverpool are gonna target a striker plus a left winger, and I think that will get Liverpool actually moving more in the market after Wirtz, Frimpong, and Gyokeres. And I think that is what people have to be worried about Liverpool. Will Diaz move to Saudi Arabia? I think he might. I know he's waiting for Barcelona, but Barcelona are still looking at Marcus Rashford. And let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat what you guys think, because who can Liverpool get as a left winger? Are they going to go for Mbuemo? Are they going to go for Semenyo? Or are they going to go for a top target like Rodrigo? Or Liverpool are going to go to get, right? Try to get Rodrigo. I want to know what you guys think. To be honest, hit the like button, people. Come on now. So that is news about Liverpool, that I think Liverpool are moving so serious, and people need to be scared. To be honest, from Liverpool next season, Wirtz is going to be a revelation. It's going to be a massive upgrade on Szoboszlai in the 10. Salah is there. I think they're going to sign a striker. And I think that if Diaz goes, listen, there's Cody Gakpo, but the money is going to be there for Liverpool to try to sign a striker. And Liverpool are moving mad, to be honest. Paul Joyce is here saying that there is an interest from the Saudi Arabia teams, from Al Nasser, to sign Luis Diaz. That is magnificent and fantastic for Liverpool, who, if they get 70 million pounds for Luis Diaz, that is a massive deal. 70 million pounds is a massive, massive deal for Liverpool. I don't know. Let me know in the chat what you guys think about how much do you think Diaz is worth. Is he worth 70 million, 80 million, 90 million? Whatever you think, let me know in the chat. But that is massive news for Liverpool to sell Luis Diaz. But I'm going to move on to the deal. The Delap deal is done. That is massive thing for Chelsea, of course, that they have booked his medical. They already agreed to trigger the release clause of 30 million pounds. I know you got 10 million euros for Trent. That is a good deal. I'm going to say something. If Arsenal are targeting Sesko, as Fabrizio Romano reported, what has happened for Arsenal to shift from Gyokeres to Sesko? What is Arteta doing? What is Arteta? I wanted to play a video for you guys. I wanted to play a video for you guys that was circulating yesterday. I wanted to play a video for you guys that was circulating yesterday. I don't know how true this is. I don't know if this girl is actually knows what she's talking about or not. But check this out. I'm going to just try to play it for you here. Check this out. Check this video out, because I want to know what you guys think. Check this out.
In Germany, I go to Leipzig at least once a week to watch this man play. I live in Germany. I go to Leipzig at least once a week to watch this man play. Let me tell you why I don't want him near Arsenal Football Club. Arsenal are in need of a elite striker. I have seen Benjamin Sesko play so many times this season at the Red Bull Arena. Most recently in the Champions League against Sporting, in which he scored. Arsenal fans, if you're going to trust me on one thing, I don't think he's our guy. I really don't. Point one, £67 million is insane. This man is 21. Numbers aren't everything, but you haven't seen him play. So I need to prove it to you. He scores goals. I do think he's clinical, but that isn't enough in this Arsenal team. The thing that worries me the most when I watch him from the eye test, which is backed up by these stats behind me, He cannot pass the football. His link-up play is just not good enough. He plays in a very fluid front three in Leipzig. He's out wide. He's in the centre. He's clinical. He can score goals. He always fails to play the final ball. There's a lot of times Leipzig get the ball in the final third. The reason they're not doing well this year, he can't play that pass. He just can't. And this Arsenal side and Mikel Arteta doesn't like losing the ball. So he's tall, he's athletic, he's clinical. Look, if we buy him at 21, we need a striker now. He might be the full package by the time he's 25. We need the full package now. And I really don't think Benjamin Sesko is that guy. I just don't. People need to calm down. You've never seen him play, ever.
I want to say a couple of things about this video. The reality is that people want to talk about is that Sesko might be the guy to take you to the next level in 2-3 years. You know what I mean? But for the people that talk about the recruitment team and Arsenal and oh, they want Sesko. And by the way, Stephen here in the chat is saying that Arsenal, that Chelsea are in for Gyokeres. With all due respect, Stephen, big up my Iraqi brother, of course. Why are we twisting the story? Arsenal does not want Viktor Gyokeres. That's why Chelsea are in for him. Arteta and Arsenal want Sesko, and that's it, mate. But all the reports were saying that you were in for Gyokeres. Berta has held talks with his agent in Portugal. What are these about? Are we going to just now deny all the reports that said that Arsenal were in for Gyokeres? Why did Arsenal switch from Sesko to Gyokeres? It is something I don't know. I don't know. Right? Are Arsenal willing to risk next season? I know that Rodrigo's there. Right? Rodrigo is there. But Real Madrid might keep Rodrigo. So now we want to talk about Rodrigo to Arsenal. That might not be done. We want to talk about Sesko to Arsenal. Later news say that Arsenal are in for Sesko. I don't think that Sesko at the current moment, I am not ruling out that he works for Arsenal. But he is not at the current moment the package that Arsenal need. And I know that Arteta has been obsessed with Sesko now for 2 years. But imagine if Chelsea get Gyokeres and they get Delap, they're gonna keep Sancho, and they have Cole Palmer, they have Enzo, they have Caicedo. Are you telling me that this Arsenal team up top, right? That is Arsenal team up top is actually better than Chelsea. Ben Jacobs, Tevin, big up Tevin. Ben Jacobs mentioned as unified front on Sesko and not just Arteta. I don't think it's a tourney at the club. An elite left winger is the only way this makes sense. I'm disappointed, honestly. By the way, if Arteta convinced Berta, if Arteta and Berta are in for Sesko because they believe that he's the guy to take it to the next level, I am just here stating my opinion. I don't think that Sesko should be the front runner for Arsenal. For that much money as well. 90 million pounds is a lot of money. Sesko is good. Sesko should not be the guy for Arsenal next season, in my opinion. For many reasons. I think Gyokeres is ready. I think Gyokeres is more ready than Sesko. And I don't know what is happening at Arsenal. Chelsea are moving mad. Now Arsenal fans are really happy with Sesko. Oh my God, people in the chat are not happy that I'm saying he's not enough. People in the chat are not happy. Do you guys want me, see the difference between you and everyone else? And I'm being completely honest with you guys. I'm completely honest. When Chelsea were in for Delap, I said, Delap is a risk. You might need a more established striker. And all the Chelsea fans said that they might need a better striker up there. And now they are going to try to get Gyokeres, as all the reports are saying. The reports are saying that they are trying to get Gyokeres next to Delap. So Chelsea are targeting 2 strikers in Delap and Gyokeres. Now Arsenal are targeting Sesko. You want to tell me that you prefer Sesko over Gyokeres? I want to hear your opinion. Don't give a shit about what the club wants. I want your real opinion. If you are as an Arsenal fan, forget what Arteta and Berta wants. Because Arteta wanted Tavares. Because Arteta got Havertz. I want you to tell me, Arteta and the club. I'm not only saying Arteta, right? I'm not only saying it's only Arteta, but I want your opinion for real. I want your opinion for real. If it was you, I want to hear your opinion. You want Sesko over Gyokeres. Are you serious? Really, I think that is copium. I think that it's copium. Wow. It is actually crazy how people just shift. Someone said here, I even prefer Delap over Sesko. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. In my opinion, a lot of people saying trust Arteta, Tevin. Trust the team, the recruitment team, Kevin. Okay. Yes or no okay. One name in the chat. Sesko or Gyokeres? It's one name. I need one name. I want to know Sesko or Gyokeres. Are you going to be happy if you sign Sesko over Gyokeres? Because Gyokeres is out there. Chelsea are negotiating with him. So why are people saying that? Thank you. Thank you. Everyone's saying Gyokeres, Gyokeres. I want to hear your opinion for real. That's not true, Stephen. I genuinely believe that that Gyokeres is more established. That Sesko is more established. Sesko, I'm going to do a poll. I'm going to do a poll, and I want you guys to vote. But I want you guys to hit that like button. We have over 600 people here. We're only on 120 likes. Hit that like button, people, and let me know. Here you go. Arsenal with Sesko. Here you go. Here you go. Simple poll. Hit the like button and vote. Anyone, in my opinion, if you are a Chelsea fan, you should be very, very happy with this news. I think you're getting the better player. I think you already wrapped Delap. You're going to get Gyokeres. Right? And in my opinion, I think that if Chelsea, and if you're an Arsenal fan, I want you to be honest in the poll. I want you to be honest in the poll. Sorry, guys. I want you to be honest in the poll. Are we saying that, and like, in my opinion, I think like if Chelsea get two strikers in front of like the midfield they have at the current moment, I don't think like this is, by the way, you can tell that the Rodrigo deal is still on. However, in the same time, what if you don't get Rodrigo? What if you get another one? You're linked to Leroy Sané, as the reports are saying. You are linked to Leroy Sané. As the reports are saying, the Arsenal are showing interest. I know it's a free signing. I would be behind that signing if I'm an Arsenal fan. I don't know that I will be behind that signing for Arsenal. Great. You get Gyokeres, you get Leroy Sané, is not a bad signing. Of course, if you can't get Rodrigo. You get Rodrigo. But in my opinion, it depends. Yeah, you are. I know that people are saying that you hold a great interest in Rodrigo. No, I think they're going to target, Philip, I think actually they're going to target Gyokeres as well. It's a market opportunity. And I think Chelsea, they can go with 3 strikers because Gui is leaving and Nkunku's leaving. So they can go with 3 strikers. Remember that Jackson can be a backup for left winger. We always forget this. That Jackson can be a backup for left winger. If they have Neto, Sancho, Jackson on the wings, and Madueke, and 2 strikers in Gyokeres and Delap, that is good enough. That is basically 2 players for each position. And also, they know Chelsea that they are playing Champions League next season. Delap and Jackson are not good enough. Where is the money coming from for Gyokeres? It's coming from the Nkunku sale. It makes a lot of sense. It makes hella sense that Chelsea go for a 3rd striker. I don't consider Jackson as a striker at the current moment for Chelsea. He's not good enough. He's not. He might be good enough for the Conference League, but Jackson is not good enough for the league, and he's not good enough for the Champions League. Big up my man here for the first super chat. Really appreciate the support. Gyokeres is better, but Sesko bring other attributes. Premier League will not be easy to adjust for both. Not 100% of Gyokeres will be good in the Premier League. I think Gyokeres, because he played in the Championship and he played, like, I genuinely believe that because he won trophies, I think Gyokeres will be good in the Premier League. I am not ruling out that Sesko be good in the Premier League. Sesko is good, but when I'm watching Sesko, he's a little bit clunky. So I'm not ruling out that Sesko, people like need to understand, I am not ruling out that Sesko comes in and it's good. I'm not ruling that out. But in the same time, I am looking at this, and all I'm thinking is that if you have an opportunity to sign an established striker, why are you going for the other one? Why are you going for the other? And David Ornstein just tweeted, Liverpool submit the offer for Florian Wirtz. I think that is very, very good. That Wirtz is going to join Liverpool. I think that is done because there was a lot of rumors lately about him being linked to Bayern again and Real Madrid again and all the stuff. So let's just put that to bed. Yeah. Like, in my eyes, as I agree with Tevin, I believe that Gyokeres should be the target for Chelsea. And I want to ask you guys something. You know the debate that we had yesterday? You know that we had a massive debate yesterday with Don and Jess? I'm not sure if you guys have watched this. Are Chelsea that far from Arsenal, especially if they get a Gyokeres and they get Delap and they're still targeting a center back? That's not a bomba. For the people that say it's a bomba, it's not a fucking bomba. Right? Yeah, it's not a bomba. You watch it, it's not a bomba. That is still negotiations are going. He still wants Liverpool, so that is not. That is not the end of the world, to be honest. But in my opinion, and I'm just going to say, Chelsea, if Arsenal got Gyokeres and they got Rodrigo, I think they pull a little bit away from Chelsea. Okay? They pull a little bit away from Chelsea. Okay, if Arsenal get Gyokeres and they get Rodrigo, they're a little bit higher than Chelsea. But now that the rules are reversed, it depends if you get Rodrigo or not. And if Chelsea go for Delap and Gyokeres, now they have depth. And if Chelsea go for a center back and they go for, even if Petrovic comes back, I think that is great. And the people like just keep saying that it's a full-on conclusion that Arsenal will be better than Chelsea next season. I can't guarantee this. No one can guarantee this. And I agree with Twisted Baba. Spot on. Spot on. Arsenal are not the benchmark. The benchmark at the current moment are Liverpool Football Club. Liverpool Football Club. Mo, why are you forcing that Gyokeres to Arsenal? I think it's clearly they are moving for Sesko. That wasn't 2 weeks ago, for about a week or two. Do you want me to go and get the receipts? Do you want me to go and get all the news that were reported about Sesko, about Gyokeres' interest from Arsenal? The Arsenal are closed. That Berta is flying to Portugal to talk to his agent and his camp. So now we're saying no. So So why were there? Why Berta was in Portugal? I think that is crazy. I don't know why they have moved for Sesko, unless this is a smoke screen. It's a smoke screen. Unless it's a smoke screen and Sesko is something else. I don't think that Arsenal fans will be happy. I think Chelsea fans will be. I want to ask you something, guys, for real. In terms of the offensive line, I'm being serious. I want to ask a genuine question. But before I ask, guys, it's 800 people. Can we get this show live to 400 likes? 400 likes at least. Like, support the channel. Let me know in the comments what you guys think as well. Like the video, subscribe. Hit that like button. I'm going to ask the neutrals. And if you're an Arsenal fan or a Chelsea fan, right? I want your honest opinion. Remove your fandom hat and let me know. If, in terms of the front line, Chelsea got Delap and got Gyokeres. And Arsenal got Sesko, right? And they got, I don't know if they're going to get Rodrigo or not, because it looks like Rodrigo, I think Rodrigo might be staying at Real Madrid. I don't know. But I'm going to give best case scenario. Rodrigo and Sesko, Gyokeres and Delap. Who's happier between the two clubs? Who's happier between the two clubs? I want an honest opinion. I know that a lot of you guys are honest. Who's happier between the two clubs? Is it Chelsea or Arsenal? Be honest with yourself. I want, if you're an Arsenal fan, let me know. Man United losing again is not news. People are saying they're happy with Arsenal. Now switch it. Arsenal get Gyokeres and Rodrigo and Zubamendi. That by itself is a 10 out of 10 window. That by itself, it's a 10 out of 10 window. I am not a big fan of Sesko, to be honest with you. I'm not his biggest fan. I'm not sure. Only because of Rodrigo. Fair enough. If you think Rodrigo is going to be... But what if you don't get... Okay, at the current moment, guys, Rodrigo is actually like a bit in and out. Like, we can actually search Rodrigo on Twitter and see what comes up. We can search Rodrigo and we see what comes up. No, this is just bullshit news. This is bullshit news. I am not sure that if Chelsea will get Rodrigo. I don't think that is happening at all. Chelsea are not going to go for Rodrigo. Let's just stop it. I'm not sure if actually still Rodrigo are going to be... The news died. The news completely died about Rodrigo. Right? The news completely died. I don't think... I agree with you. I am not sure if Rodrigo is going to leave. Because I think he wants to give it a go with Alonso next season. Remember, Rodrigo's young. He's not in a hurry to leave Real Madrid. What if Arsenal go and get Leao? What if Arsenal get Leroy Sané and Sesko? Is that a good window? Is that a good window? I don't think Rodrigo... I think Rodrigo is going to be off the market quickly. I think Rodrigo is going to play Club World Cup with Real Madrid, and I think he's going to be off the market. I think Xabi Alonso is going to be able to utilize him. I think Rodrigo is going to play well, and I think he's going to leave. Because the left wing, who else are you going to sign? Leao? Are you going to sign Rafa Leao? I don't know who you're going to sign as a left winger. Chelsea, by the way, they are talking about the Jadon Sancho situation. I think Chelsea are trying to convince Jadon Sancho to stay at Chelsea. Sancho's situation is still open. Sancho's situation are still open, which is what Fabrizio tweeted. Fabrizio tweeted that Chelsea might keep Sancho, and if he lowers his wage, they're going to keep him. That is a good bench player. He's not crap. maybe he's not a starter. He will be a backup. I agree. I think he's a very, very good backup. We watched him. A very, very good backup. So I believe that now Neto, maybe they get a winger. Maybe Jackson moves to the wing. Or they get Sancho and then sell him. Everyone said that Sancho can be a good backup for Chelsea. If they get a left winger. I don't know who the left winger is. On Arsenal, get Sesko. I'm not sure if you're going to get Rodrigo or not. I am not sure if Arsenal are going to get Rodrigo. Now, I want to hear what you guys think in the chat. I want to know what you guys think in the chat. Are Arsenal going to go next season? And here is the difference between Arsenal and Chelsea. Chelsea next season can afford to challenge here and there, be comfortable in top 4, be comfortable in the Champions League places, maybe make it to the round of 16. You know what I mean? Maybe make it to the next round, to the round of 32, whatever that round is, the playoffs. Arsenal can't afford this. There is no time. This is the time now to deliver next season. And the Zubamendi deal and the Rodrigo and the Gyokeres, that would have been the dream window. There are no time. There are no time for Arsenal next season. You got to start the league strong. You got to start winning games because you know that Liverpool are not going to start weak. You know that City. Yeah, I agree with you, Stephen. I agree with you. I agree with you. Yeah, maybe Julian Alvarez is better than both players. In that, I agree with you. And also, he's good in link-up play. He can pass the ball, so I agree with this. But he's not on the market at the current moment. Amazon Andy here is saying, see, I'm trying to entertain comments. The decision between them depends on many factors, not just our eye preference or, I don't know what, SM preference, playing styles, squad strategy, patterns of play, and much more. It's not a simple binary answer. I agree with you. I agree with you. But I am here to give you my opinion, and I want you to give your opinion, not what the recruiters say. We watch football, and we're here. It's YouTube. We're here to give our opinion. Even, by the way, when you watch mainstream media, they give their opinion. They give their opinions. Nobody knows what is going on behind the scenes. So I'm here to give you my opinion. This is Footy Judge Mo. I'm here to give you my opinion. I'm not here to give you anyone else's opinion. You get my point? We're not sitting here. I watched Gyokeres enough. I watched Gyokeres enough for 2 years. So we're here to give our opinion, but you don't like it. So you want me, okay, so you want me to sit here and say that Sesko is a better signing than Gyokeres then? Is that? Like, I genuinely think if Arteta signs Sesko, they might need a left winger that score a lot of goals, not assists. But I'm not sure. But anyway, that is the news about Arsenal. He has always been high on the recruitment team. Mikel Arteta list with attempt to get deal done rejected by Leipzig in 2024. Fine. Fine. If you I'm not sure if you're gonna win the league with Sesko next season. I'm really not sure. Or the Champions League. I'm really not sure about that. And I'm not saying that Chelsea will win the league either, by the way. But I think Liverpool are going to be closer. City as well, because they are about now to get Reinders and Shirk. As Fabrizio tweeted that they are about to get Reinders and Shirk. And people are saying Sesko could be a better striker for Arsenal specifically. Why? Can you tell me why? I want to understand why. Is he better in the link-up play? Is he stronger than Gyokeres? Like, why is Sesko being better? No, it's not the only business you're doing. It is not the only business you're doing. But it looks like Rodrigo might be off the market and you might get Leroy Sané and Sesko with Zubamendi. That is not a good enough window. That is definitely not a good enough window. And I don't think that Sesko, like, like if you're getting a player that links up the play, that is great in passing and stuff like this, I understand it. Sesko is not that. Sesko is basically a younger version of Gyokeres. That is what it is. He's good, but he's not like amazing. I hope that Leroy Sané is not your target for the left winger and that's about it. I hope that you get someone else. I hope that you get someone else. Who are you going to get for the left winger? Can you give me a name? Who are you going to get in the left winger for Arsenal? Can we get the likes up to 400? I mean, it's about 900 people in the house. Can we get to 400? Hit that like button. Thank you so much, Stephen Habibi. Good night to you as well. Like, I'm to be honest with you, Sesko might not be the guy for you. But I want to speak a little bit about, and I don't only want to be turning this into Arsenal. I want to talk about how Chelsea are moving in this market. How are Chelsea moving in this market? I actually think from now on, I genuinely think that Chelsea will be mad in the market. I think Chelsea, thank you, Kingsley. Appreciate you. I actually think that Chelsea are going to move mad. I read that. They're going to target a right-footed left winger, but they are in for another striker. That is everywhere. All the news are linking them. Remember, Chelsea are going to get Champions League money. They're going to get a lot of money from Club World Cup. So they have a budget to spend. Chelsea are moving mad, in my opinion. Chelsea are moving crazy. And I think their midfield is complete. I think Neto's good enough for the right wing. I think they might get a left winger and a striker, a center back, and Petrovic. Wrap. Khalas, the market is over. The market is over for them. They get a left winger. They get a Gyokeres. So Delap is 30 million. That is so cheap. They get Gyokeres for 60 million pounds. That is 90 million pounds. They get a left winger. I don't know who the left winger they're going to get. Right? I know there is a lot of people talking about Rodrigo and everything, but I don't think Rodrigo is moving for Real Madrid. They might get another winger. And they get a center back. And that's a wrap. That's a wrap for the window. So, like, if you're a Chelsea fan, are you targeting top 4 with this team, or you're trying to challenge? Maybe Nico Williams as well. Maybe Nico Williams is a Chelsea bond or something like this. They can pay the release clause, but the wage, I don't think that he's going to go to Chelsea because of the wage. I don't think that Nico Williams is going to go because of the wage. He wants 300K a week for a young player. I don't think he's going to go. I don't think he's going to go. Still, there is a massive gap between Chelsea and Arsenal in the midfield, in the defense and in the goalkeeper. But if Chelsea sign a center back, with the way that Caicedo is playing, with the way Enzo has been playing, maybe the gap is closer. This is why, by the way, I wanted to see a better market. I'm not sure but I want to see actually both Gyokeres and Sesko go to the Premier League. I'm going to ask you something. Gyokeres moves to Chelsea, Sesko moves to Arsenal. Who's going to be more successful? As an individual signing, who's going to be more successful? Sesko or Gyokeres? Who's going to be more successful? Sesko, people are saying Gyokeres. With the amount of chances that Chelsea create, you're going to tell me that Sesko is going to score more goals and be more successful than Gyokeres? Chelsea create abundance of chances in the league. And I think that is actually, like, if you say Sesko, it's crazy. If you get a left winger, yeah, that is fine. If you get a left winger, that is fine. But I don't believe that. Big up, my man. Thank you so much. Gyokeres over Sesko is a no-brainer for me. Imagine all that Jackson miss and Gyokeres converts it into goals. That is almost 40 GA with Palmer on assists. Maybe, I'm not sure. But I believe that if Gyokeres moves to Chelsea, 20 goals at least. I'm not saying 20 GA, 20 goals at least for him in his first season. Will Sesko get 20 goals? I'm not sure. Arsenal don't create abundance of chances, especially from the middle. Is it going to be cross? Is Sesko going to be there for crosses? Remember, Sesko play for Leipzig, who plays in a lot of spaces. Gyokeres, yes, he plays in a lot of spaces at Sporting Lisbon, but in the same time, Chelsea create abundance of chances. I'm going to check something actually for you guys. I'm going to check something for you. Checking the Bundesliga, and I'm going to check something for you. We can compare both. Liga Portugal. I'm actually checking something very, very important. RB Leipzig, and that is the RB Leipzig averages 52% ball position in the league. While, hold on, did Viktor Gyokeres just score 39 goals in the Portuguese league? It's just this season? Did he score 35 goals? 39 goals? You know, I didn't realize that Gyokeres had 39 goals. But that is crazy, actually. But the difference is that Sporting Lisbon averaged 61% ball position. So the spaces that Gyokeres has is less than the spaces that Sesko have. So that means Sesko play more in spaces, in transition, same as Omar Marmoush for Frankfurt. But Gyokeres doesn't have that much spaces. Because the ball position says it all. We can actually try to do, let me try to do a comparison between both. Let me try to do a comparison. Guys, it's over 900. I'm going to stop here and tell you guys a couple of things. It has been a great time for Footy Judge Mo and all the community that is supporting me. Me sitting here talking to you about, you agree or you disagree with me, you know that I'm saying what I believe is the truth. But with all my heart, and I'm just saying this, I really appreciate every single one of you guys. Because me sitting here, after a year and a half of starting this channel, and having over 900 people here watching me, I just want to appreciate every single one of you guys. You guys are absolutely monsters and great people. Thank you so much. I just wanted to put that in while I do the Gyokeres thing. Appreciate you so much. Really, really. Wallah, you guys are legends. Legends. Thank you. Thank you for this. Thank you. Appreciate you. Wallah, you guys don't know. I don't think that when I sit here and I see you guys watching, commenting, it's because it's my job. It's my full-time job. And oh my word. Oh my word. Oh my God. If I compare them, you guys are going to be amazed. Oh my word. Fuck me. If I share this with you, I think you guys are going to absolutely... Okay, everyone, hit that like button because I didn't see this before today. Okay, this is going to be ridiculous. This is ridiculous. I want you guys to guess who's red and who's blue. These are the stats as a center forward. Who's red and who's blue? Who's red and who's blue? That's Gyokeres and Sesko. It's actually true. Viktor Gyokeres is red. And that is as a center forward, as you see here. That's as a center forward. These are the standards. These are the standard stats. But as a center forward, that is the difference between both players. I think we need to start. I think we need. I don't know. Oh, now you're doing semantics. Now you're doing semantics, style of play. But that is the whole point. Isn't that the whole point? Isn't that the whole point? Like Gyokeres play in a more advanced team that has a lot of position. Sesko play in a team that averages 51% ball position, so he doesn't play on the front foot. No, I'm not saying that that is how you look at football. I'm not saying that at all. But in the same time, if this is the data, then people tell us that people do data. People do data. Sesko is only better than him in aerial duels. No, but actually, so okay, Toon Tactics, let me tell you something, okay? You want a style of play? Let me give you an example. Which club do you think has a style of play similar to Arsenal in terms of position, press, on the front foot, being dominant, not have spaces because the opposition play a low block? You answer me this, Philip. Philip, you answer me. You answer me this. Here is the thing. Sesko plays in a team that doesn't have ball position. Sesko play in a team that doesn't have. Arsenal are most likely are going to be on the front foot like they have this season. The ball position of Sporting Lisbon, of course, regardless of the league, are very similar to the ball position of Arsenal in terms of how they press. They always have the ball. So Gyokeres is not playing only on transition. Sesko plays in a team that doesn't have the ball as much as the other team. So as Sporting Lisbon. You know why? You know why Sesko spends a lot of time outside the box? Because Leipzig are not playing on the front foot. You know that when you get a striker that play in tight spaces, now you know that if you get him, and if you're on Arsenal, Liverpool, City, everyone plays against you as a low block. As a low block. I know that what you're talking about, but we are talking about every coach has a different style of play. Every coach has a different style of play, but we're talking about teams that play on transition and teams that play in tight spaces. That is the difference. Like players that don't have spaces, that they are marked all the time, that there are no spaces between the lines to move into. You know what I mean? Because the lines are very close with the opposition. I think that is the difference. Yes, I agree with you. Anyway, you guys, a lot of people, I think Sesko, I agree with Mafia. If Sesko goes to Arsenal, I'm not sure how many, do you think he's going to get involved in the play? Do you think he's going to, I'm not sure. Again, check transfer checker on Twitter. I don't know what is that. Again. Okay, there are more news, it looks like. Liverpool made an improved offer, 130 million euros. That is crazy. Verts only want Liverpool. Okay. خلاص طب ما خلاص we did it. Transfer. Okay. Okay, great. But what is the source here? Sesko is a long-term target and it's currently being explored with a move or that way of doing business, but talks also held. So everyone that said that we were always... Okay, so if you believe this report, Arsenal were also interested in Gyokeres. But I am telling you, I do follow that account. Yes, I do follow that account. I do follow the account. Someone told me about the account, and I do follow the account. What is the problem with that? I do follow the account. What is wrong with this? And I'm turning the notification on as well. See? It's not bad. What is wrong with me following accounts? It's okay. There's no problem. Why does it? Why? So, but I get it. So I need all the Arsenal people in the chat that said what we are. Sesko was a priority and we didn't negotiate for Gyokeres, and Gyokeres was not the target, to apologize now, because they said that I was waffling when I said that Arsenal were talking about Gyokeres. A lot of people said that, yeah, Mo, we're always targeting Sesko. I am literally just, you want to talk about this? Anyway, if Chelsea are moving mad in the market, to be honest with you, Chelsea are moving crazy in the market, and that is absolutely nuts and crazy. And I'm not sure what I like. Gyokeres won 300k away. I don't want to hear fans talk about the wage, by the way. I don't want to hear fans talk about the wage when the deal that you think is going to get you the league title is out there. I don't want anyone to talk to me about the wage. I am not the one who's paying the wage. You're not the one who's paying the wage. Fucking ask the Cronkies to pay the wage. Ask Clear Lake to pay the wage. Ask FSG to pay the wage. Ask the City people to pay the wage. Ask Jim Ratcliffe to pay the wage. We don't pay the wage. We don't pay the wage. None of us pay the wage. None of us. So the wage, don't give a fuck. At the end, if you win the league title or you win the Champions League, nobody will care how much you paid for this guy. Nobody will care if you paid him 300k, 250k, it doesn't matter. If Liverpool win the title next season, no one will care that Salah makes 400k. No one will care that Van Dijk makes 400k. No one cares. No one give a fuck about the fucking wage. No one cares. If this is your target and you want to pay him, like, who gives a fuck if Sesko makes 200k and Gyokeres pay 300k a week? Who gives a fuck? In the grand scheme of things, who gives a fuck? And by the way, Sesko might be more expensive than Gyokeres. Who cares? It's actually ridiculous when people say, but he wants that much money, so I don't want him. Like, you don't know the finances of the club. They said they have money. Yeah, but we're not going to sign these people because we don't have the money. We don't want to break our wage structure. Kai Havertz makes 280k. Is Kai Havertz worth more than Viktor Gyokeres if you're going to sign Viktor Gyokeres? Isn't that crazy? And rightfully so. And rightfully so. Because Gyokeres is better than Sesko. Rightfully so. Rightfully so. It's not, it's not like, if you believe that Gyokeres is better than Sesko and you're still going to pay Sesko 200k, it doesn't matter. Just sign the player you want. Sign the player that you think like is going to get you over the line. By the way, there are times when you reach the top. When you reach the top. Same way we criticize Chelsea Football Club about the wage structure. And we say, once now you're competing in the Champions League and you're about to challenge for the Premier League, you really need to go and pay the wage. And I believe that Arsenal are at the top. Arsenal are very close to the top. So that extra bit needs to be done. Not wage structure, not this, not prepare for the next 10 years. Just go and get the deals that are done. That's why if Chelsea are not going to get Gyokeres, they should go for Osimhen. They should go for Osimhen. Delap is not enough. He's young. So Chelsea, if now they're going to increase the wages, go and sign the player that you need. That is what I think, to be honest. That is what I think. Tomorrow I'm going to do a show early about the PSG Inter. Yes, so we are right to criticize the Arsenal owners then. So we are right to criticize the Arsenal owners then. Am I wrong? So we are right to criticize the Arsenal owners then. If they are, but by the way, Sesko is not going to be like, Sesko's not going to be 100K a week and Gyokeres is going to be 300K a week. Sesko's not coming to Arsenal. He's not going to make less than 200K a week, bro. He's not going to make less than 200K a week. Like the extra 100K a week that you're going to pay is 5 million a year. On 4 years is 20 million. It doesn't matter. In the grand scheme of things, it doesn't matter. If you are targeting to win the league. If you are targeting to win the league, it doesn't matter. That is not the point. The point is, you should be signing the best players regardless of the wage. If you think so. He might be. But I'm going to start questioning his talent ID. But they said new sporting director. They said, what is his name? Berta's there. Are we going to do this? We're going to do that. Fine, great. But I need to see you do more than Sesko, in my opinion. Because if Gyokeres comes in with Leroy Sané, that might be enough. I'm not convinced. Not convinced. United want Gyokeres after Bruno sale. If Gyokeres goes for Man United, I think it's gonna go either Arsenal or Chelsea, depending. I think Gyokeres is not gonna go and play only the league, because the difference is, Bermuda Gunner, is that even Man United are not even guaranteed Champions League next year. Number one, they aren't in Europa League. So their only way of getting Champions League next season is to make top 4 or top 5, depending. Do you believe that Man United are going to make top 4 or top 5 next season? I am not convinced. So Gyokeres will have 2 years when he's at his prime, not playing Champions League football. If he's that stupid, he should go Man United. But I don't believe that he's that stupid. Like, if Gyokeres are that stupid, because Man United are not gonna go to play for the league, so they aren't playing for the league, and they are gonna go and play in the Champions League, so he's not getting anything. In my opinion, there is no comparison between Man United at the current moment and Chelsea and Arsenal. No comparison. You can try to do the comparison between Arsenal and Chelsea, who's more attractive, blah, blah, blah. But Man United at the current moment, if they sell Bruno Fernandes and go get Gyokeres, if Gyokeres goes there, he's destroying his career. He's destroying his career, in my opinion. Because you are at the top of your game, you need to play Champions League football, you need to be out there. And how can Man United pay him 300K a week if they don't even have Champions League money or Europa League money or any money to pay that much wage? How? What is your question? What is your question? Moyer, 4 years ago, but we're not 4 years ago, so what is your question here? What is the point of this question? Jesus was more established than Isak. But what is the point? But they're completely different players. One of them is a striker, one of them is a false 9, played as a winger. So it's completely like, that is out of like the ordinary. Like, I don't get your question, to be honest. I don't understand. But I'm not sure. I'm really intrigued to see Chelsea and Arsenal. Who do they target as the left winger? Is there? I did answer the question. And don't tell me what to do. No, a false 9 is like Gabriel Jesus, is like Firmino. That is not an out-and-out number 9. Gyokeres and Sesko are number 9. Isak is a number 9. Haaland is a number 9. Lewandowski is a number 9. Jesus is a false 9. Firmino is a false 9. Cunha can be a false 9. João Pedro can be a false 9. They're not an out-and-out number 9. It's actually crazy. It's actually crazy how people think about that. You know what I mean? It's just completely different. Why do our people are so triggered about things anyway? Maybe Chelsea might go to and sign Viktor Gyokeres, to be honest. Pick 9. Charlie, that is fun. It depends, to be honest. Like most of the number 9s now in the world are a little bit limited, as you guys know. You know what I mean? Are a little bit limited. Guys, can we get to 400 likes in the next 5 minutes? We're less than 40 likes away from 400. The like button helps the channel go to new viewers. So hit that like button, people. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, of course. How many subscribers are we? We're very, very close. We are 4 subscribers away from 32,500. We need 4 more subscribers. If you like the video, we'll get more people watching. But you don't have 4 years. You don't have 4 years. You need to win next year. You're still talking about the future. Oh my word. The fuck? No, the German league is better than the Portuguese league. The German league is better than the Portuguese league. Definitely, without a shadow of a doubt. Thank you so much, guys, for 32,500 subs. No, Arsenal don't expire. No, Arsenal don't expire. Here we go. Arsenal don't expire next season. You're going to be here forever. Arsenal are not going to expire. But are we going to do next season again? Are you building for the future again? Why not the here and now? Why not today? It doesn't matter. But who knows? In 4 years, Liam Delap might be better than both Gyokeres and Sesko. Liam Delap might be better than Ottoman. Might be better than Haaland. Might be better than Haaland. Yes. You guys don't do this. Sesko ain't ready now. Sesko ain't ready today. He's not ready today. I'm tired. I'm tired of this, bro. I'm tired of this. More is organic growth better than forcing it? No, but also some people just forget. Like I watch sometimes YouTube and I forget to subscribe or like the video. This is why all the YouTubers tell you to like the video, because it reminds you to like the video early. You know what I mean? So people watch and forget to subscribe, and then they say we're going to subscribe later and they forget. So it's not forcing it. I'm telling you, if someone doesn't want to subscribe, they aren't going to subscribe. They aren't. Mo, should Chelsea go for Ekitike or Gyokeres? Gyokeres. Next season, Gyokeres. Someone sent a comment. Apologies, guys. I can't see all the comments sometimes when I'm talking. I can't see all the comments while I'm talking. Appreciate you guys. And I'm not here asking you for super chats or anything, but I try to get the comments. Now you know how I feel getting told our club is doing something wrong every day, whether it is justified or not. But I don't think you get that on my channel, Kevin. I am not someone who just keeps saying that Arsenal are doing wrong or Arsenal are doing right. Like, I don't, like, for Chelsea, for example, when they went for Delap, I spoke about it yesterday and I said that Delap is not enough, right? Or 2 days ago. And then when Chelsea are going for Gyokeres, I said Chelsea are doing the right thing. When Arsenal going for Gyokeres and Rodrigo, I said Arsenal are doing magnificent. I actually said and told people that I think it will be a 10 out. I think I remember I told Ashraf that I think that Arsenal will have a 10 out of 10 window if they get Rodrigo, Gyokeres, and Zubamendi, and that's it. And I believe they're going to go very good. But the problem is, I can't sit here and tell you something that I don't believe in. Like, I'm not going to sit on Footy Judge Mo on my channel and tell you something to glaze. Because I don't believe that Sesko is the right man. Because Rodrigo might not leave. So you might end up with not a top-notch left winger. And then you have Sesko, who is a potential player. Right? So we are discussing it. A couple of days ago, it was good. Now it's different. You get my point? So for me, you don't do that. If you sit on other channels and they tell you you're always, the club is always doing wrong, that is up to them. You can choose to watch them or you don't watch them. And if you sit on channels that are only positive, it is up to you. You get my point? It's up to you to do that, Kevin. But I'm not going to sit here and say something I don't believe in. If Chelsea are doing the right thing, I'm going to say Chelsea are doing the right thing. If Chelsea are doing the wrong things, I'm going to say Chelsea are doing the wrong things. Same for Arsenal, same for Liverpool. As last season, I told Liverpool fans, you need a striker. And Chiesa's not good enough. And it ended up being Liverpool needed a striker. They won the league fair and square because Salah had a magnificent season. But Liverpool really need a striker. And it showed this season they need a striker. If Gyokeres goes to Chelsea, who has Harry Maguire as a profile picture? My man, who has Harry Maguire in this day and age as a profile picture, broski? What is this? What are you doing to me, Adam? Adam Habibi, what are you doing to me? Who has Harry Maguire as a profile picture? What are you doing? Why is this? Why are you having Harry Maguire as a profile picture, broski? It's actually crazy. I'm not sure. Maybe Jackson is being... It's Jackson to Chelsea. Maybe. I don't know. But I believe if they get a left winger, maybe Jackson is going to be... Remember, Chelsea this season had Gui, Nkunku, and Jackson. So Gui, it looks like he's going to be loaned. And it looks like Nkunku is going to leave. So you might need two strikers. You might need two strikers. You might do. JC saying question, is Bastoni to Chelsea the right thing? It depends. If he's going to go play left back in a back four and bench Kukurea, yes. If not, I don't think it's the right move. He has not played a lot in a back four, so I don't think it's the right move. But people say Chelsea destroy talent. I don't think so. Cole Palmer thrived at Chelsea. Caicedo thrives at Chelsea. Reece James thrived at Chelsea. Enzo Fernandez now is playing good at Chelsea. Who said that? Chelsea destroy talent. They don't. They don't. They don't do that at all. They don't do this at all. So I don't believe in what you're saying, my friend. I don't believe in what you're saying at all. I feel I'm the only Arsenal fan who prefers Sesko. Can you tell me why? Why do you prefer Sesko then? Why do you prefer Sesko? Why do you prefer Sesko? Yeah, let's go. Hopefully, 50 subs by July 1st. Are you mad? 20,000 subs in 1 month. I think that is the dream. Yes, HM. I think that 50,000 subs by July 1st will be crazy. If I keep spamming videos, yes. If I do, I don't know, like some people just spam videos for the sake of spamming videos. Maybe. I don't know who even that, bro. Mario Gila, I don't know who even that. I can sit here and waffle. No, who's that? Oh, the Lazio guy. Yeah. The defender. He's good. Not great, though. He's not top-notch, in my opinion. I watched him when he played Inter. I think so, but I don't think he's great, to be honest. He's good, but I don't think he's great. You need someone that is different. You need someone that is different, to be honest. I'm not sure if that is the guy. Who's watching fucking Man United play Hong Kong? Who's watching Man United play Hong Kong? Who does this? Who does this? No, you need a more experienced center back, HM. I think you need a more experienced center back, to be honest with you, for Chelsea. There are news about Villa. Yeah, I read news about Villa. I can't remember the news, but there are news about Aston Villa. I think it's somewhere. I don't know where, but there are news about Villa. There are always news. Arsenal begin negotiations for 80 million euro striker. If they get Sesko for 65 to 70 million pounds, but I don't know, to be honest with you, if that is the case. By the way, there are other news that Bruno Fernandes are going to be leaving, but that is different. You need a right-footed center back that is a leader, to be honest. That is a leader. Man City are moving in silence at the same time. Man City are moving in silence. They're moving in silence, to be honest. They are moving in silence, and that is crazy. Signing Shirky, Reinders, I don't know who else, to be honest. But listen, I think that's it for me today. Tomorrow is Champions League night. I'm gonna do a watch along, of course. I hope that we win because I don't want to disappear from YouTube, to be honest with you. I don't want to disappear from YouTube. If Inter lose tomorrow, I think that will be the end. Someone says, bro, what is your thought on Jonger said? Do you think I sit there and watch Spaniol play football? Isn't that the goal for Spaniol? Do you think I watch Spaniol? Do you think I sit every weekend and I spend my weekends instead of watching the Premier League and Inter, I sit and watch fucking Espanyol play Levante or Alaves? I don't know. I genuinely don't know. Wallahi, I don't know. You're spamming it as I am an expert in all the football around the world. I'm not. I don't know. Fuck off. Maybe I ask someone who watch La Liga. Hopefully Inter will win, you frauds. Hopefully Inter will win, you frauds. Hopefully Inter will win, to be honest with you. Guys, like the video before you go. Get us to 450 likes. This will take you to the football terrace, of course. So go there. Okay, if you're going to go to football terrace, spam Judge Morade, please. And Nafisa's here. Hit that like button. Thank you, Nafisa, for coming late and supporting the channel. Appreciate you so much. Thank you so much. You just made the stream worth it a little bit in terms of like super chats and worth it in money. So appreciate you so much, Nafisa. Adam here is saying 2-2 full-time PSG win on penalties. Yeah, Donnarumma is a fucking monster in penalties. So that is great. I want to appreciate everyone that is super chatting the channel as well. Adam, Bermuda Gunner, Nafisa, Ahmad, and Zephyr Hash, of course. Big up everyone that is here. Thank you guys so much for the support and for always. I enjoyed this stream because there was a lot of news about it. It's Friday. Jum'ah Mubarakah. Happy Friday to everyone that is that prayed Jum'ah or not. Don't forget us in your prayer always. And I think we're gonna be out of here, people. I think there's nothing more to do. Big up, and I will see you guys soon. Thank you so much. Judge Morade. I'm telling you, Judge Morade. I'm an Inter supporter. Just before we end the stream.